The last student is also the student that was chosen by all the other students to speak for these guys and give the valedictory address, and that is Timothy Shriver Sargent.
Thank you all for coming out. I never thought I'd see this day actually 5 years ago. High school has been an interesting half-decade. I've made my share of mistakes and deviations from the path I wanted to be on. I think I speak for the entire student body when I say their situation has been similar. This is my fourth school since the start of my high school career, and if I hadn't taken my time, I would have averaged one school per year. Although I have my struggles, I wouldn't trade my experience in for the world. I have always learned from my mistakes. I've made a lot of them, but I've also garnered quite a bit of wisdom through them. I will always make mistakes. All of us will. The thing we need to realize is that none of us are perfect, and as long as we deal with our mistakes constructively and learn from them, we won't make the same mistakes twice. As I have grown up, I have been impulsive and learned lessons the hard way. I have had a lot of people pushing me forward and supporting me over time, and some tough love, i.e. getting kidnapped by two large men at 3 in the morning and thrown into the woods of Georgia for 3 months. After years of being dragged through my life by family, loved ones, and some persistent teachers who were not willing to give up no matter how hard I made it for them, I finally am starting to do all right on my own. There's still work to be done, and there always will be, but I know I'm going to do just fine. I have seen all students at the Deckhouse School reflect the growth I have made personally as a community. At the beginning of the year, we started out strong, as most school years have a honeymoon phase. Then, as winter approached, tensions rose, arguments sprouted, and communication was not easy. We had a few run-ins with drugs, and some students were sent to wilderness, and unfortunately we lost some close members of the community due to repeat offense. After Tom vehemently stood up for what we now recognize as best for us, we began to use our senses again. This spring, if there was even talk amongst any of the students of making a decision that would be detrimental to them or the community, the students dealt with it before the staff had to step in. We have come together this year as a highly functional community. I see more students talking things out with each other than using brute force in conflicts. People are generally more civil with each other, and I have seen people taking more responsibility for their duties around the house. I am completely confident that every graduating student has taken away enough from their experience here at the Deckhouse School to be a responsible, successful student at college. And the returning underclassmen will have the maturity and experience to be great leaders in the community next year. Thank you.
Tim showed me the valedictory address yesterday, and I looked at it and I said, well, what am I going to say? It was beautiful, Tim. So now it's done.